Good morning. I hope everyone's doing wonderful this morning. I'm not feeling that hot. Like I was saying, I'm not feeling that hot this morning, but guess what? The girl is pushing through. I wish everyone have a wonderful, wonderful day. We're gonna make my breakfast. Gotta have the breakfast. So I have raspberries, blackberries, grapes, blueberries, strawberries, peach, my favorite, Greek yogurt, and some honey granola. Let me get my bowl. Let's get started. Again, I don't feel that good, but I got a lot of things to do. We might even do an unboxing this morning. I see some things that need to be done in that corner over there. Strengthen me, Father God. You know, back issues, I wouldn't wish it on my enemy. This is actually like the worst thing that could ever happen to someone like me. If you let my husband and my family tell it, I have control issues and everything has to be perfect. They might be right though. And this is something that I can't control. The doctors and God is in control of this. My body has to want to heal, want to, adapt to a new way of living. I'm the type of woman that will push myself to the limit. So what ended up happening was, I'm not going to say us as women, I'm going to say us as a people. Certain people have the tendency, but if you're like me, let's say this. If you're like me, you're going to go until you can't go anymore. So, even in pain, you pop a couple of ibuprofens, maybe even Tylenol, maybe even Aleve. Feel a little pain. Things still have to get done. Life doesn't stop because you're in pain. So, take a couple of supplements. My thing was, pop a couple of ibuprofens, chug a Red Bull, keep it pushing. But the signs were there. That's what I love about my God. He sends you signs. He gives you warnings. He sends the red flags. He gives you the warning shots. He pows, shoots in the air, lets you know, hey, you might want to focus on this. Hey, might want to slow down a little bit. But we don't pay attention to the warning shots sometimes. Sometimes we're so focused on the goal that we're trying to reach. We're so focused on accomplishing these tasks at work. We're so focused on meeting this deadline and not disappointing others that we completely forget to take care of ourselves. And I sat back and I thought about it. I didn't have what they call a work-life balance. That didn't exist in my world. My husband would have to come get me out of the driveway some evenings after getting home from work. And you would think Why? Why are you letting this happen? Why are you thinking that this is okay? Why are you thinking that this is normal? Like you run, and the moment you sit down, you can't get back up. You make it home. You're barely making it home, but you make it home. You pull in a driveway, and you have to call inside for your husband to come help you get out of the car. That's not normal. That's not okay. But we train ourselves to just keep going. Just keep going. Ah, it's just my sciatica. It's just my sciatica. Not knowing, because I ignored it for so long, and it's just kept popping ibuprofens and chugging Red Bull, that sciatic nerve pain that I kept blaming all this pain on wasn't just that, that was now degenerative disc disease, and my disc are now just moving and shifting. There's nothing keeping them in place. And now the degenerative disc disease is now turning into herniated disc, because they're being forced to do something they can't do, but you're still going, and you're going, and you're going. And one day, God says, she doesn't listen. So I have to do something drastic. I have to do something to get her attention, because she's not listening. So what do you do to get someone's attention? Someone who needs a specific part of her body to do her job. A territory field trainer that recruits, train, coach, develops for 13 stores. Recruit, train, coach, and develop for 13 stores. $13 stores. 6 to 8 people at once. Everyone on a different learning curve. You have to adapt to everybody's learning curve. You have to make sure that paperwork is completely done. You're responsible for their I-9s and making sure their IDs are correct, and you're responsible for making sure all their paperwork is done properly. You have to make sure they're trained correctly, because if not, sled violations, You have to make sure everything about the aspect of hiring this person and getting them through the system is done properly. You have to make sure they're educated on all DHEC regulations. You have to make sure they're educated on all sled regulations. You have to make sure they're educated on all of the business policies, regulations, stipulations, do's, the don'ts. I can make sure everyone else is good, and I'm doing that to the best of my ability. But I can't get out the car when I get home. But everybody else around me is good. Everybody else around me is good. But guess what? You're not done. When your husband helps you get out the car, you got to come into your home office and finish up some stuff, because you have a deadline to meet. So you're not done. Because remember, you're not hourly. You're salary. They gave you that laptop and that cell phone. You belong to them. Whether you work 40 hours or 80 hours, you still belong to them. So things that didn't get done during that shift, quote unquote, that you worked, still has to be done when you get home. So that work-life balance thing didn't exist for me. So I hurt myself, and I didn't hurt myself enjoying life. I hurt myself trying to satisfy others and making sure everyone else was taken care of. while the only person that was worried about me being taken care of was my husband. So now I'm on this journey of self-care, self-love, self-worth. Now I'm on this selfish journey. I'm in this stage of self-reflection. I'm in this stage of self-preservation. I am in this stage of I come first, any and everybody else comes second. My back is my priority right now. My legs are my priority right now. God had to take my ability to walk away from me in order for me to understand that I was doing some major damage to my body. God took my legs. What's a field trainer without her legs? Let's talk about that. God took my legs to sit me down for me to understand the severity of what I was doing to myself. After the first MRI, I realized that, okay, maybe I can bounce back from this. Second MRI proved to me, no, this is not that easy. Specialist after specialist. No, it's too much damage. I will be living with pain for the rest of my entire life because I didn't put self first. You guys, love yourself. If you learn nothing from my channel, I want you to love yourself. Sometimes you have to put yourself first. Self-preservation is necessary. God will give you warning signs. He will fire off one or two of those warning shots. Listen to him. I didn't. Okay? That's my breakfast chat for today. Let's see what we're going to eat. You guys have an amazing day, okay? And it's according to how I'm feeling, whether I do an unboxing or not. But regardless, you guys have an amazing day. And remember, self-preservation is necessary. Mwah.